Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to our end of the year video where we are going to reflect on the great year that we had at Story World Explorers / In Conversation. And we're just going to wish you a happy holidays and a happy new year.
Yeah, so this year was a great pivot for us on our podcast where we now are doing more Story World transmedia conversations, and we've had an amazing time talking to some of these creators.
And it has just been so much more fun.
Oh, so much more fun. Oh, marketing and advertising. Ugh. But we've had so much fun talking to these people because there are projects out there that are worthy of investment, that are worthy of attention, that people have been working on for such a long time, and they have their hands in the dirt, and they're creating something really special for their audiences. And for us to even have the opportunity to be a part of that, to allow them to, or allow us to be in their sandbox and play with some content ideas has been fantastic. It's given Jack and me some great opportunities to talk about art and that we usually don't get to talk about.
Right. We get to explore worlds that we don't engage with, like anime, tabletop RPGs, music, dance, a bunch of different things. And, you know, we're talking to other people about different non-traditional story styles as well. That,
Right.
You know, it helps us hone our skills, and then we also hope that with our skills we can then offer at least some token or some nugget of gold so that they can spin off and, you know, actually get these franchises funded.
Right. So whether you're a creator or just an audience member looking for a new story to get your sink your hooks into,
or a producer
that's looking for a new project that can actually turn into a transmedia franchise, we just hope that these conversations have been fruitful, and we've had a ton of fun doing it. New episodes coming out beginning of January, starting off with the legendary transmedia producer himself, Jeff Gomez, talking about Ultraman and all the work he's been doing with that, along with a few more episodes that we kind of have in the pipeline as well. Right. Maybe even a cologne company. And so it's very, very interesting with the kind of stuff that we've been doing. So as in any tradition, I've put together a little compilation of our favorite moments so far of Story World Explorers. So I hope you enjoy. And we'll see you in 2022.
I think the sweet spot is big idea, small execution. Right?
Yeah.
Big idea, small execution. So dream big, do a big Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings thing. Execute it as a podcast with a growth plan of how to go from here for 2 to 5 to 10 years. That's the best piece of advice that I can give.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
100%.
And, you know, it's like if you establish the short game too, this is true in football, you bring in that defense.
You got it. And then you
get easier to go over the top.
Right, exactly.
100%.
Right, you get them all confused. They're tripping over their shoes, right? You got the safety coming down into the box to stop the run, and it's just a beautiful pass right down the middle.
Exactly.
Now, granted, hopefully you have somebody better than Mitch Trubisky or prior with you, Andy Dalton, who is now a Bear, Joe Burrow, and Justin Fields. If you're listening, we are hoping to God that Cincinnati-Chicago game is going to be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, right. It'll be on
Though
prime
you guys
time.
aren't.
It'll
Right, Game two is Cincinnati.
Hopefully the next couple of seasons it'll be primetime game.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They'll be like, we got to get all these young
matinee.
Hopefully maybe 5-6 years we get a Chicago Cincinnati Super Bowl. That would be like Joe, like that. If that happens, we're all getting together, sharing a beer.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
We'll be at the Super Bowl. Sweet Skybox. And also, I think what we were getting at a little bit last time was that, you know, the same thing can be interpreted differently by two different scene partners. So like a different musician and a different actor can take it in different directions. Like, and we were talking about if this, hopefully, you know, you guys start a huge trend and everyone gets involved with it. And one day, you know, Nick Cage and I don't know, what some random
Yo-Yo Ma
decide to do redo the EP.
Oh my God.
How would that even sound? In my mind that will happen.
Nick Cage and Yo-Yo Ma are always taking their work.
It's constant.
Right, there
if I get one more call from Yo-Yo about I'm doing this, it's enough already, you know.
Right, but you know, that could be, I mean, just what would they come up with? Who the hell knows?
You got a shanty for us right now?
Yeah.
No,
you don't remember?
I don't remember.
It'd be all right with the wind beneath our sails.
We'll be all right with the wind beneath our sails. We'll be all right.
All right, here, but you got to start it off though. You're the one. You just go the one time and then I join in.
But and we get drunk all day?
We'll drink all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Common shanties.
Okay, so we'll be all right with the wind beneath our sails.
We'll be all right with the wind beneath our sails. We'll be all right
with the wind beneath our sails, and we'll drink all day. That was the only
That
thing
was our
we came
sea
up with.
shanty.
That was our she shanty.
You can do so much with a pirate radio show. Even you could have people call in and stuff. Like that. All these like sketches. I think that's a wonderful idea.
I mean, that significantly changed my pitch. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I think it's a great way of pitching.
Well, you know what? We were right with the beard thing. All of a sudden, we're gonna find out that F.A.M.
I did book my first recurring role after you guys told me to stop dyeing my beard. Thank you. So that's the thing.
Hey,
well, you know what? I hope that in the next 2 weeks, your pitch is like, I got a meeting at HBO.
Oh, I'll lose my shit, Anthony. I'll lose my shit.
They said they love the idea of the father. Oh, I had him on the hook, and I was really. They didn't even ask if the family was black.
Yeah,
they didn't even care.
I don't even know they know now. You know. Yeah.
Right. We'll fly out. Hey, if they'll fly out to LA or wherever HBO station. I'm sure it's in LA. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, we'll fly out there with you, and we'll have a mimosa.
There you go.
You know, they. You know, I don't know. I say they, even though I must have read some random article or some random YouTube video or some tabloid somewhere. But they, the collective they, someone told me. Now it's a lie. But I've heard or read somewhere that they say that being near water is very much helps with creativity. And so the fact that this lake has so much, you know, there's mysticism, there's, you know, because it's so much bigger than Loch Ness, it has many monsters. Right? And, you know, like you said, it's like 1 second it could be like, I'm going to destroy you. And then the next it'll be like, you are free to explore me, human. You know, or, you know, that could be a good bit of doing things the wrong way in places and just
seeing what the reaction
is.
No, that's funny. Like I know, like folding pizza comes to mind. Because I feel like in some place, like in New York and New Jersey, like it's you fold it in half and that's standard, right?
Yeah.
But I know there are some places where, you know, it's more of like a fork and knife situation. And, you know, and I can imagine just like someone going to like a Chicago pizza joint and like attempting to fold it in half because they're from New York. And it's like, oh, this is what you do with pizza. You fold it in half, you know?
Could you imagine a deep dish pizza trying to fold it in half? Lasagna.
I've had like legitimate debates with people over this. Bagels, right? Do you eat your bagel like, is it a sandwich like the two halves with like the cream cheese or the lox or whatever in the middle, or do you eat it open faced like a
Yeah, we eat it open for the most part, open faced.
Yeah, see, for me, like I grew up like closed face, like sandwich style, but you know, friends of mine from Long Island, they're like, how dare you? Like, how dare you eat it like a sandwich? It is a bagel. It is not a sandwich. And like those things, you know, just like people lose their absolute minds over.
See, that's hilarious because then that's like, those are like little shorts, and that's just so hilarious of just doing something purposely wrong to see like what reaction you would get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a stupid, easy idea that you could just do like a couple of them in a day just to see like what people's like, because you see those shorts all the time where you just see that the people just stop and stare.
Yeah.
Right.
And eyes widen and go like, what are they doing? Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
I think I finally figured out what I'm going to do with TikTok.
There you go. There you go. No, seriously though. There's always 3 actors that go out with you, and nobody knows who they are.
This is becoming a little less of a reset and more of a weird experiential thing.
Right, never mind. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back.
See, this is what happens when you get away from your core and core motive here and murder mystery cowboy retreat. That's a different company.
That's a different story world. And if somebody comes up to you and asks you for that, that's a really core principle of transmedia too, is listening to the audience, obviously. And the audience comes up to you and goes like, "We want a murder mystery." It's like, that's great. That's not what I do, though. You can go over here. I'm not going to compromise the core of my world to placate you.
So reset, not I want some fun. This is a
no, but I mean,
a one day thing for Halloween. I mean, you could do something.
Sure. Maybe for a Halloween.
Yeah,
but then it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's not. I'm not getting grounded next to a horse. Like I wonder who killed Jebediah.
And I tell this to everybody because I actually really do believe it. Or I really do want you to use this as a resource. If we can help in any possible way, you have us at your disposal. All you have to do is reach out.
Have you got a very rich, drunk, stupid uncle who has got a lot of money?
Hey, wait. No. Hold on. Our Uncle Fred is for us, not for you. Okay? You forget we're creators too.
Come on, share the love.
Any other way we can help. Listen, if we had money to give, that would be like the end of the podcast application would be a lot more stringent. That's for sure.
Very difficult to get on the podcast if we had.
And at the end, it's like, and look, Uncle Fred. Kimon, look under your chair. You have $10,000.
Yeah, right. Drunk Uncle Fred will fall down the stairs and be like, "I'll give him $1 million."
And then there's like a light show type of.
Fine.
Yeah, right. It'd be like or we just have a gigantic wheel that we'd spin. Let's see how much Uncle Fred's giving you. All right, Kimon, who would you like to thank for being on the podcast? I'd like to thank my mother.
Oh, you owe him $100. Ooh. That's the biggest one.
That's the biggest one.
No, something I like to add is I try when I create a project like this one is I try to picture, I do it for me, but I do it for the audience, and mostly I do it for me as part of the audience.
Yeah.
When I created Titan Effect, the first line that I wrote was, I want to create something that I always wanted to see.
Yeah.
Right. So I put all the inspiration references that I love and want it to be mixed into something new.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because if you don't want to play it, then who's gonna actually play it, right? Like
exactly.
Then you lose out on that whole
authentic.
Right.
idea.
Exactly.
And that's why building an audience for you is so important, because they're looking for original content. I don't think there's any producer on the planet or any real creative producer on the planet that wants to say, you know what, let's produce the next. I want my career to be producing Fast and Furious movies. No, they want to find the next great creator that can find.
That's where the real money is at.
And that's why and that's why creating the stuff that you're creating right now, building that audience, is going to be it's vastly more important than anything else.
And while this project started off very much as me just wanting to achieve my own dream, it's very much gotten bigger than myself now, to the point where I opened a Patreon, and that Patreon, when I was releasing content while I was building the demo reel still, that Patreon exploded. People were donating to me more than I thought that, they donated more than you initially expect. And you start realizing these people want to see this. And now it becomes bigger than yourself. You now owe it to the fans to get this thing made. You don't take no for an answer. If Harry Potter could get rejected from like 6 or 7 different publishers before it got picked up, why the hell would I expect any different from someone like me? Like, I've got to be expecting rejection, but I owe it to myself, and I owe it to the people that have supported me around the world, and I owe it to my fans to stick this out and to make this thing a reality. One way or the other, we're going to get this thing made.